Alright, starting back up again. Sure how long I'll actually stream for. I'll knock out a little bit more story. Okay, let's go into the Waking Sands. I think it's gonna autoplay a cutscene, but at the same time, after that we should be able to see if there's any quests down here I haven't picked up.
My dearest friends, praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Father!
Pippin, my son, and Master Papashan besides.
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
You.
It was I who arranged this gathering. And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthorn, and member of the Syndicate.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young man, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
Why ask when 'tis plain you know the answer?
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji. 'Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends. He sought to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Some manner of sedative, perchance, of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
Were I to guess, I would say Her Grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Oh, Nanamo. I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck Her Grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something. And though one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana. I had never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information and arranged this gathering. I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. As for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teleji Adeleji left behind. You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace and take your place at her side once more, for her sake and that of our nation.
I had not counted on the Prioris Dawalas herself appearing. In my defense, my suspicion regarding the Sultana proved more prescient. Much remains to be done, but in rescuing Raban, we have taken a vital step forward to resolving matters in Ul'dah. We couldn't have done it without you, Lions. Thank you. Okay, so I want... yeah, I think this one? Yeah, the sling. Tataru. Yes, General Raban is now in safe hands. What? Another assault? Very well, we shall return at once. Pray notify the Count of our coming. It would seem we face another crisis. The Dravanians are preparing to resume their siege on the Holy See. Though I am loath to abandon the Sultana to her fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dawala's claims. That being the case, I propose we leave Marshal Terrapin and the others to investigate and return with all haste to Ishgard. Was there anything else like here? No, it doesn't look like it. Cool. So now we gotta go to Foundation. So it turns out basically one of the biggest cliffhangers they left off, or not cliffhangers, but things at the end of the A Realm Reborn, turns out it's completely fake anyway. Didn't really happen. Thank you. Ah, there you are. Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Raban short. It wouldn't have bothered you, but the city is awash with rumors of another Dravanian attack, and Lord Hashafant was desperate to get a hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you better just head in. Oh, yeah. We talk to you. My friend, I thank you for answering the call with such alacrity. I am sure you are now aware that Dravanians are once more gathering for war. Mr. Hart, Master Louviere, I must apologize for this abrupt summons, but we thought it best to have Mr. Sataro Khan take you by the most direct means available. When the Observatorium bells toll, that is a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claimed they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. But I would not have you take up arms in another of our conflicts. When first you came to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Signs of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice. To remain in besieged Ishgard or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask you make it swiftly, lest your enemies force your hand. Though we flee to the ends of the world, 'twould seem there's no place in this troubled age is free of strife. Once more the horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her weary defenders must take up spear and bow. The Count would have us seek shelter from the storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not hunkered in a hole. What say you, Lions? I would stay and fight. Then fight we shall. Let us never be said that we abandon our allies in the hour of need. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Totaro should have a say. Come, let us meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Hey, Assidian. Long time no see.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Iceheart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise. A word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
We have chosen a difficult road, yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans to Parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. We must petition the Lord Commander ere we set forth. I hope that Sir Emmerich will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Totaro, I ask that you remain at Fontaine Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure Ishgard and our people survive. Yes, sir. Okay, so we gotta attempt to parley with dragons. Awesome. We're gonna go to Forgotten Night. You would speak with the Lord Commander. Pray make it quick.
I want the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked.
See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors, and unlike those messing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich, but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
Okay, now that we have his word that he will try to hold back any attacks, having secured Sir Emmerich's support, we proceed without fear of preemptive discarding attack. History tells us Dravanians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track back and win over Lady Iceheart, and then look how and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Estinian, let us be about our task.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming. Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
For the glory of King Thornton.
Okay, we get a wind-up alpha node for this. Nice. Where we set forth, we must inform Totaro of our plans. Then I shall await you at Saint Renette's Forum. Tell your friend you have some time. The route you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, Lions, let's head back to Fontaine Manor. Looks like we got a couple more quests here too, so we'll grab that as well. The Temple Knights are recruiting. It's been such a long dream. It has long been a dream of mine to join their ranks, and soon I shall make it a reality. I told myself I would give anything to be a Temple Knight, but one of their rules gave me pause. We were forbidden from marrying while undergoing training. Hearing this brought to mind a promise I made long ago. Given to the flights of fancy and romance, as children are wont to be, I promised a girl that we would marry when we came of age. I was just a boy, let's be honest, I can't even remember her name, but I worry she may still be wanting me. All I can recall is she was a ward of House Halionart, and I realize the chances are slim, but I ask you to find her. Tell her she need not want for me any longer. I could not bear knowing a girl wastes her life waiting for the impossible. Angry. Of course I'm angry. All I want is to protect my home. These goddamn knights just sit there and scoff at the ramblings of an old man. Ramblings my ass. Have you heard what's become of Falcon's Nest? Most folk there come to Ishgard to keep out of the cold, but now they plan to tear it all away and make a military encampment of it. A bloody military encampment. What's worse, my son isn't listed to help. The little shite. He refuses to listen. I'm tired of trying to reason with him. If you see that slimy backstabbing varlet, let him know he came to his family or not come back at all. A ward taking into House Halionart as a child. You ask us though there'd be only one. Sorry to say, but my lord has taken him more than I care to count. It's no easy task sorting through the lot of them, with so little to go on. Of course, if you're speaking strictly of ladies recently come of age, to be narrowing things down some. The first that come to mind is Lady Leonette down at Rhodes House. She might be able to steer you in the right direction. Okay, so I have to head back over to Cloud. Actually, that works out a little bit because we have some quests over there anyway. Our course is set, Totaro, and maybe some time before the Lions and I return to Ishgard. Well, you be careful, all right? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be listening out for the news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it's you, Totaro. Farewell for now. Oh, before you go, you must put this on, Alpha Note. I made it specially? No, I couldn't possibly... Very well. By the 12, it fits perfectly, and the quality is actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I listen to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. My thanks, Totaro. Whatever else awaits me in the road, I shall not fear the cold. So it's the least I could do. I must keep getting back to the tavern. I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. Okay, so he should have been over by the steel factory. Have you said your farewells, then? Aye, we are ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well, but she will prove an elusive query. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of fresh intelligence on Yasale's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she encountered last, the Cothras Western Highlands. Let's speak with Sir Ridwell, was it? As a commander of the Falcon's Nest, it would like that he will know of any heretic activities that have been reported in the area. Okay, so yeah, we go to Falcon's Nest first, which means I want to go to Camp Cloudtop, knock all the quests in that area, and then we'll loop back around and head in that direction. Yeah, it looks like we got a quest over there. $396 realms to the north. Yeah, I don't think this is one we're gonna actually be able to get to because yeah, we're gonna have to really go all the way out there, which we don't have access to right now. All right. Yeah, it's still showing the one that's over there we can't get to. Ladies of House Halen are of age with me. I suppose there can only be Merel? But you could say as a child she promised to be wed. I've heard of no such thing. At any rate, you must talk with her yourself to know if she's the one you seek. Excuse me, Alliance, a moment of your time, if I may. I recently received a special request for assistance from a zoological research, but I'm at a loss to how to fulfill it. Are you familiar with Gallicats? They bear a striking resemblance to kittens, but with wings, and equates to mine as writing an article on their physiology and requests a sample of their wings for her work. Their sweet appearance belies a rather nasty temperament, as if it were simply a matter of slaying them that I could handle myself. The problem is, however, is that taking a proper sample requires a delicate touch, a certain finesse that is beyond my capabilities of my men and myself. Because they are so fragile, they may not, you may not attain a proper sample from the first you fell. But I have no doubt of a man of your talents can procure a wing of immaculate quality. I realize you're a rather personal request, but I would be forever in your debt. And then we also have behind enemy lines. Alliance, I wish to speak with you regarding a rather urgent matter. We recently attacked by a band of Vanu. They struck without warning, making off with weaponry and armor from the storehouse. A small unit led by Lieutenant Teramux was tasked with retrieving our stolen arms, but we have not received words from them since. I fear they may have fallen prey to the Vanu. I can think of no other able to aid them, so I ask that you find them and see if their safety. Lieutenant Okay, I'm not even gonna try. Tiramisu planned to take his men to Vandu Oke Bendu to search for their to begin their search. Make your way there and see what you can find. Promise of marriage? Not to mention, why yes, I do believe I made such a promise. But I was just a child. Who would think to remember such a thing after all these years? Besides, I have sworn to serve Lady Leonite. My only concern now is fulfilling my duties in her protection of Camp Cloudtop. Where that boy is, he need not worry of old forgotten promises. Your timing is perfect as always. I was thinking of recent encounter with the Vanu when I recalled reports of our men who patrolled the area. They often catch the Vanu on higher ground in places that offer commanding views of the surrounding area. It's believed that they are conducting routine surveillance, but to what end we know not. But I mean to find out, and I would have you assist me. Pray return to when you first sighted the Vanu and search for clues. Whatever they are scheming, we may know of it, or we must know of it. Okay, so I've got, like, quests kind of all over the place. There we are. How fares your search? I realize obtaining an undamaged Galacat wing is no easy feat. There you go. My, what an extraordinary find. I'm pleased to see your persistence has paid off. With this, we can resume her work on the Cloudskin. How forgive me not to mention it sooner. This sample is meant for Achun, the renowned naturalist. She was hard on our new article of New Izorian Geographic and requested a sample be delivered with utmost haste. We were sure that she will hear it was the incomparable Lionheart who made this possible, the latest work on Cloudkin. Yeah, it's still showing off the one that's closest. It's the one I can't get to. Alright. Didn't we see the Vanu over here? Or am I crazy? I know, I gotta keep going. Reading is boring, like watching moss grow on rock, but I must. What? Everything's returned to interfere again? Odd bone. Okay, so we can return that over to him. Like none on this first plot of land? There he is. Okay, what are you up to? Who goes there? Oh, you've been sent like Leonette? Then all is not yet lost. We must hurry to Lieutenant... Yeah, sure. He's gone beyond the bridge, deeper into Vanu territory. Please hurry after him before it's too late. Oops. There you go. Please stay out here. Says he's over here. Okay, yeah, I see him right there. Yeah, let's go ahead and kill you. Why not? Seven hells. Is there no end to this to them? Oh, don't scare me like that. I take it Leonette sent you. Lions, is it? Well, Lions, we have quite a mess on our hands. Not only are our weapons still in the hands of those beaked bastards, but my men have been scattered. It won't be easy, but we've got to regroup and see the mission through. You did well to drive the Vanu back, but we vastly underestimated their numbers. What's more, they replenished their ranks faster than we could put them down. Because of our carelessness, 3 of my subordinates are now cut off and scattered before making it back. I fear before long the Vanu will have them. I need you to find them and instruct them to retreat back beyond the bridge. As long as they make it this far, I will see to it they are safe. Okay then. Okay, there's one guy right there. You just fall down the cliff. You'll be fine. Never find me up here. Retreat back beyond the bridge, or I'm only too happy to follow. Okay. Just keep an eye out for another one. Okay, there's another knight right there. An adventure. What are you doing out here? So Lieutenant would have us withdraw? I suppose their supplies will have to wait. Okay, nothing back here. Just ignore him. Okay, and there's the last knight. Please don't frighten me like that. I got an order from the lieutenant to withdraw. Understood. Well done, Lions. Well done indeed. Dare not think what would have become of my subordinates and myself had you not come along. Alas, I could breathe easier if only for a moment. Though nothing would make me happier than to return to Camp Cloudtop and put all this behind us. There's still work to be done. Trust I can count on your continued support? Your assistance has been more than anyone could have asked for, but there is yet more work to be done. Do not come here to simply be driven back. Nay, we must take back the stolen weapons and armor. I will create a diversion to draw the attention I can from the Vanu nearby. While you're there distracted, I need you to retrieve them. I'm so glad I'm doing this and not dealing with the Dravanian horde that's going to be storming this capital here any second now. I'm so glad I get to do other busy work.
This girl, who I liked when I was 7 years old, still want to marry me? Can you please go find out? She makes me stupid.
It's very important that I do that. It's very important. Most important quest in the game. Ooh, that actually hurt. Just on the other side of the bridge, we can turn this in, go back, turn the other quest in, and that should be it. We go to Falcon's Nest. Everything appears to be accounted for. Words fail to express my gratitude, Lions. Our equipment, and perhaps even my subordinates, would be lost to the Vanu if not for your aid. Pray return to Rose House and deliver them to Lady Leonette. If it is only fitting that she should receive them from you. We will return in due time when my men have recovered their strength. Ah, Lions, you've returned. What are the equipment in the search party? There you go. You never fail to impress, my friend. I see. The others are not yet fit to travel. No matter, I will take solace in knowing that they are no longer in harm's way. Yet the Vanu's recent fixation on the Ishgardian weaponry still concern. Ah, fucking misclick. It may finally be time to strengthen our security here at Cloudtop. Our duty is to keep watch over Dravanian activity, after all. We can ill afford to be distracted by the Vanu. In any event, I was right to call upon your help. Thank you again for everything. Yes, we've run over here. Good to see you returned safely, so tell me, what did you discover of the Valu's plotting? Oh my, what do we have here? There's a pattern of some sort etched into the bone, though it doesn't appear to be any manner of lettering. Perhaps these bones like this to keep record of what they've observed from on top of cliffs. This could be the opportunity I've been looking for, the kindling to ignite the fire in the hearts of my men. I must delve further and get to the bottom of this. Oh, I thought I was done. 3 sets of 14 lines, 2 crossed out entirely, a third halfway. It's no use. I have the foggiest what the markings on the bone could mean. Would you show it to the others? Perhaps they would know what to make of it. Can I assist you with something? What an odd pattern. I've never seen its like. If it holds any meaning, I couldn't tell you. My apologies. Lions, good to see you. What can I do for you? Seems to me that the scouts were counting something. The question is what? I have no time for idle chatter. Okay, so him the Nodbone. This isn't another one of Gideon's errands, is it? I haven't time to be wasting entertaining his request. The shipment of provisions should be arriving any moment. Ah, there you are. Did you learn anything of value? A shipment of provisions, truly. Oh, how I've longed for a reprieve from salted meats. Didn't mean to get carried away. It's just that I've often find myself counting the days until... But the Fury, that's it. The shipment is their target. The Vano Scots have been spying on our shipments. They know they come once a fortnight. But they couldn't care less about the foodstuffs. They mean to seize the crystals and offer them to their white whale. Go and tell Fiberet and let what we discovered. I will speak with Lady Leonette. Oh, god damn it. It's all the way back there again. We're just gonna teleport over there. That's a long walk. I'm lazy. What is it now? The Vanu mean to steal our crystals. I can imagine how they intend to accomplish that. Well, if you truly believe they're meant to, this is merit to Gillidan's claims, by all means go to the Protector. The provisions are being unloaded as we speak. That's not crystals. The provisions appear to be accounted for. Well, it would seem that the threat was indeed legitimate. Time and again you have risked your life to protect our camp. For that you have my sincerest thanks. Ah, yes, you are right. It was Gildian who had uncovered the Vanu's plot. Perhaps a man of your intelligence could better serve House Haliarts elsewhere. Should it be your desire, I could arrange for a transfer. Well, to think that I might one day salute you. I feel honored, Leonette. Truly I am, but with all due respect, I'd rather remain in Camp Cloudtop. All I want All I've ever wanted is to rekindle my men's spirits, to see them walk with their heads held high once more. Were I to leave, that dream would never come a reality. But if I may, I do have one small request. All this running about has left me quite famished. Might we partake of the recovered provisions? Celebratory meal or celebratory snack, perhaps? Even now, all you think about is your stomach. A snack? And a few cases of wine besides. That much we could afford to spare, no? Aye, the men could do with a bit of meat and mead. Make sure they know that Gideon is to thank for it. Thank you, Lady Ned. Thank you. Alright, so now we go to Falcon's Nest. Okay, looks like we got quite a few things here. Well, Master Hart, what business brings you to Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, I'd say it's no trifling matter. The Sword Dragoon I know, of course, but I do not believe I met this young gentleman. Alphanode Liviere, at your service. Are you not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission? You are not mistaken in the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwald. And I am sure you are aware the observatory has warned the Dravanians gather for another assault. We believe there may be yet a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus we have come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence of the heretics' movements. I see. She must be served by speaking directly to my men. The patrol is due to return from its sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. May I also wish to question the knights assigned to pick over the remains of the heretics' refuge at Gargane Mills. 'Tis possible they have unearthed information that could be of use to you. Master Hart knows the place well, for it was he who first discovered it. Let's divide our forces, and I shall stay and await the return of the patrol while the two of you visit this refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. A wise use of our time. Come, Lions, I am eager to learn what Sir Redwald's men have found in the heretic's lair. Okay, but he's also got a quest for us. Greetings, Master Hart. Thank you again for your earlier help. As it happens, I was hoping to enlist your aid once more. Several of the garrison here have fallen suddenly ill with no obvious cause. It is but a simple cold, and so be it, but I have a feeling there's something more sinister going on. I want to mount an investigation. I simply do not have the men. If you could gather information from the troops manning the fort, it would be a tremendous assistance. You're looking into soldiers that fell sick of late. As it happens, my brother has been struck in bed since last night. It's a pity. It was the first time in months we've been able to share our meal together. Oh, how do you do there, dearie? Not many people have time to talk to someone like me. I wanted to go and visit my husband's grave, but my back is troubling me dreadfully. If it is time to do a kindness for a weary old woman, it would mean the world if you could take these flowers to Gogan Mills and place them on my husband's grave. Alright? You want to know about the sickness that's been going around lately? Well, my colleague's bedridden since dinner last night. He won't stop moaning about it. I'll admit the soup was pretty flavorless, but he could stand to be a little less dramatic about it. Okay, so it's gonna be outside of the town. Yes, I'm Jocelyn. He said what? My father's short-sightedness knows no bounds. He fails to see that we stand to preserve by creating this encampment rather than leaving it abandoned in the snows. As the name suggests, Falcon's Nest is well known for its skilled falconers going back generations. It's true the astrologians have sensed horde activity through the stars. It's always been us who first alerted of their approach. But things changed after the calamity. The weather turned foul, and we've had no choice but to seek better shelter. Know how he pained him to abandon Falcon's Nest. It's my home too. But he has to understand that even if our home is to change, it does not change who we are. The proud hawkers of Falcon's Nest will live on, and I will prove to him. When the day comes to return here, the earth beneath him may seem unfamiliar, but our companions, gliding proudly through the skies, will be as they have and always will be. This I swear. Okay, so there's one more knight somewhere we need to speak to. Oh, you maybe? A mysterious disease. My comrade in arms were complaining of stomach pain since dinner last night. Merely assumed the meal disagreed with him. What news have you of this mysterious illness, Master Hart?
People sick, no good.
I see. So each person that fell sick did so after eating dinner. Every meal served here at Falcon's Nest is prepared, at least overseen, by Nortoriel, the head chef. I find it hard to believe he let something this severe go undetected, but we cannot ignore the facts. Pray speak with him and see what he says about this. Find out whatever you can. We must determine what is behind this. Yes? You want something? Just what are you trying to imply? I take my work very seriously. I certainly wouldn't do anything to breach the trust of the troops I'm responsible for feeding. I'll admit some folks don't care for my traditional Cotherian cooking, but the ingredients are of the highest quality. I check them every morning. The only thing I can't vouch for is the wine. I don't drink. Never touch the stuff. Perhaps the wine is the problem. We need to check the bottles to be sure, or return them to the soldier. Quickly go and get them back before he leaves. He should be able to at the airship landing. Looking for wine bottles? Ones from last night will be around here somewhere. Any older than that, they've already been collected. Okay. Do you have the bottles? Marvelous. Let's see if anything smells out of ordinary. Something is definitely amiss. My trained nose, like that of an expert chef, would be able to pick it out, but the wine has been tampered with. I suggest you take this bottle to Redwald. I'm all but certain that last night's wine is behind the 6 soldiers. You've returned. Is Nortoriel able to shed any light on the situation? He thinks the wine causes sickness. 7 hells, it must have been poisoned. You have my thanks, Master Hart. Now we know the cause of this illness. There's only one thing left to do. We have confirmed that the poison was causing the illness that struck the fort. There's still one thing left to do. Find out who's responsible for this reprehensible crime and bring them to justice. Edwin is in charge of logistics here. I suspect that if you show her this bottle, she'd be able to tell you where it came from. Alright. Figure out who's been poisoning folks. Hello there. Something I can help you with? What? The wine that was in the bottle was the cause of the sickness plaguing the fortress. Our records show where this came from, who handled it, and wait. The greatest supplies that you recovered from me previously, the ones that have been stolen by heretics, it's full of wine. I'm almost certain this bottle was in that crate. I'd wish those heretics poisoned the wine, counting on us recovering it. As a matter of fact, I've been looking into that case lately. It seems that the culprits had accomplices. They've been seen several times at Riversmead lately. Wouldn't be surprised if they're still looking for another opportunity to poison us. See if you can't press them for any information. Report to Redwall with anything you're able to find out. Okay, so that's all the way... Yeah, that's fine. Got one more quest to pick up over here, which I think we need to anyway for Aether Current. Do you have a moment to talk? A short while ago, one of the workers from House Zamile asked us to go and deal with the Melodons that have been causing trouble. The Black Iron Bridge barely survived the calamity, in its desperate need for repairs, but the upland Melodons roam far too close to it. The craftsmen can't work safely. Someone needs to kill them. The Melodons, it is, not the craftsmen. I'd asked for the Dragoons do it, but they're too busy. It'll be weeks before they found the time. I do it myself, but there's so many beasts that I fear I'll be swarmed and outnumbered. You're a capable man. Would you be so kind to thin out them out somewhat? If you were to kill, say, 3 of them, I think I'd be able to finish the rest myself.
What world calamity are you supposed to be trying to stop?
I got time. They've got a mass an army. Wait, how am I? Oh, north. I'm stupid. Okay, there it is. One is 900 yalms northwest. Okay, so the green ones are the ones we find on foot, and the rest of them are quests. Got it. Ah, so you found out about the poison and came looking for answers. Don't give up. The poison is made from dragon's venom. There's no antidote. Everyone who drank it will die. So will you. Hey, is that it? Varn Yelms to the west. Into the northwest? Okay. Yeah, I should be seeing it any second now. There we are. Thousand Yelms to the east. I think that's actually where we're going for the quest, no? Start actually going in the right direction. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like right where our quest is taking us anyway, so. Okay, so we put those on the grave. We'll go fight these guys real quick. Okay, one more. Okay. Now we'll go check in with Alpha Node. What I want to do is I will continue story because I think it'll lead me back to that camp at some point. And then from there we can just kind of Chocobo back over here, turn all the stuff in. That's our heart. Our findings, you say. Well, there's something of a tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheet of letters than we were ambushed from the shadows by a great white beast. It would seem the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly wounded. And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. It's not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, lions. Actually, I'll be right back. Hi, Boom. Alright. Sorry about that. Let's take a small break. Give myself a quick bite to eat. Huh? Okay, yeah, it seems like I got a little bit of an internet hiccup there. That's always fun. Lobby server connection is intercut. Alright, we'll get back in here in a second. Oh, shit. It booted me from completely. Alright. No problem. Come on. Alright, come on.